I'm very fearful. I'm fearful when I leave my home.
Living in fear of confrontation.
That's my mom. You're not going to harass my mom.
On their own properties.
Do we feel safe in our home? No.
The Gregfeld community in Loganville, east of Atlanta.
I always check my camera around the house.
Installing cameras not because of crime,
Bullied, harassment.
but concerns with their own HOA president.
And I have video of her going outside to inspect.
Just make sure you don't cross the little pink ribbon right there.
We'll start with Frank Bosa.
She sent me a bill that I owe her $137,000.
You heard that right, $137,768.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Y'all see this foolishness? Almost $138,000, a fine sent by the HOA. And why did he receive this? Very simple case of retaliation. The owner and his neighbors are all calling out an evil HOA witch that's trying to take over the whole neighborhood. $138,000, a fine that's got to be paid within 30 days, or the HOA can steal his property.
We have no idea what this fine is for.
I have no idea. My attorney also said there's no indication of any violation.
But Bosa believes
She is interested in taking over my house.
and with an HOA fine more than $2,000 and a 30-day notice, that's legal in Georgia.
I will fight for my house because it's a dream for me and my family.
He bought this house for $427,000, and this ratchet HOA lady is beefing with him, so she gave him a $137,000 fine, told him he had 30 days to pay it. She is literally trying to steal his house after he invested so much money into this property. Been there about 5 years, bought the house in 2020 for $427,000.
Down the street, John Coleman feels the same way.
Our property is at risk.
Coleman and his wife moved in to help her parents, who are both battling cancer. After arguments over property lines with the HOA president next door, Coleman filed a police report alleging she kicked him. Police said there wasn't enough evidence, but soon after, they too received a fine. This one, $10,000 with no explanation.
We anticipating getting 5 more of these.
They say the stress is taking its toll.
And as a result of what's been going on, my mom has been hospitalized, as well as my dad here, and even myself.
Now that lady should be ashamed of herself. She's harassing this family. The mother and father are both ill right now. They both have cancer, and their children are there taking care of them. She's bumping heads with them. Totally out of control. Assaulted their son, kicked him. Then the police came out and didn't arrest her. Out here putting her feet on people. Who is this lady? She's gotta be related to Gangsta Granny. Don't let me find out this Gangsta Granny's daughter. It's like they're following the same playbook. Then once again, out of retaliation, fine them $10,000 as if the homeowners aren't going through enough with cancer. Running around arguing with them and causing problems. Coming up with these astronomical numbers, billing these people. Forcing them to pay but won't show any receipts or any financial records.
Homeowners in the neighborhood tell us they began asking for financial ledgers after their dues went up another $500 this year. In 2019, when the homes first sold, dues were just $500. In 2022, when homeowner Melody Downing took over as president, they rose to $745.
Now we are at $1,316.
The homeowners say Downing elected her own board of 2 people and has only ever shared proposed budgets, never receipts.
This is the budget, 2024.
Grounds and maintenance, $18,000.
18,000 something on the ground maintenance. I was like, what?
The community is only 28 homes along a 0.2-mile-long street. And homeowners say they're responsible for mowing their own lawns, which leaves HOA grounds to the entrance, the mailbox area, and a retention pond.
She increased the HOA fees from $500 to over $1,300 in just a few years. And when people wanted to figure out what was going on, she refused to provide any information. There's no record of meetings. It's just her and 2 other people she appointed that's dictating the operations of this neighborhood without saying anything to actual HOA members. And then she claimed the maintenance of the grounds near the entrance sign, the mailbox area, and the retention pond was $18,000. But guess what? Once again, didn't have any receipts.
I feel like there could be something bad behind the scene.
This year, the board hired a management company and legal to collect dues and fines, a total of $17,000. They also added a $200 special assessment to each home. Atlanta News First Investigates spoke with Downing on the phone, but she said she couldn't comment on anything due to pending litigation.
And look at her crazy self. This lady shouldn't be over nothing. I won't put her behind over an ice cream stand. She'll probably find a way to mismanage or steal from that.
Homeowners.
This is Downing holding a HOA meeting in the street, explaining residents have 10 days to fix any non-compliance or pay.
The consequence of them is going to be $3,500. We do not waive fees.
She told them if they're out of compliance, she's giving them 10 days to fix it or they will be fined $3,500.
On February 1st, neighbors called a special meeting to vote for a new HOA board, but say Downing made them pay the special assessment and a late fee in order to vote.
She said, oh, you paid the $200 special assessment, but you did not pay the late fee for $50.
But under Georgia's new Property Owners Association Act of 2024, homeowners can't be denied the right to vote based on outstanding fines, and a late fee can't be more than 10% of the fine.
Well, she's definitely breaking the law because the late fee wasn't supposed to be more than $20 at 10%. She charged them a late fee of 25%. So she's out of order there too. And then she was blocking them from voting, telling them they had to pay her the special assessment that she didn't explain why it was necessary to anybody, along with the late fee. She told them all that had to be paid before they can vote. Breaking the law once again. There's a new Georgia law from 2024 where you can't prohibit homeowners from voting just because they owe fees. And it's crazy because she's the one who all of a sudden came up with that special assessment of $200 plus a 25% late fee. This lady is obviously playing games.
We held the election. We got the majority vote. And here we are.
That's Takesha Allen, legally the new HOA president.
We are in the battle of trying to take it over.
Now taking the battle to court, they say homeowners who voted for Allen are receiving more fines.
Me, I receive a notice saying, you have a unicorn in your garden, you should remove that. I was like, I don't have a unicorn.
This is that so-called unicorn, a garden gnome that's been there for 2 years without issue. They and another neighbor also received fines for their cultural and religious decorations.
I had some decoration that I do it differently because I'm from different side of the planet.
They say fines keep coming for things like garage doors open or dented and faded shutters.
It is unjustified, it is unlawful, and this community is tired of it.
I have worked so hard to achieve what I have. It's not by crooked way, it's not by stealing, it's not by fraud, it's hard work.
The management company for the HOA just responded to Atlanta News First Investigates, telling us that they've terminated their contract, citing, quote, serious conflict among the homeowners. Now, the Georgia Property Owners Association Act says that you have the right to view your HOA's financial records. But however, there is no agency that enforces that act. The state attorney general's office advises homeowners to hire a private attorney and pursue an audit, which can be expensive. This is what some of the Gregg-filled homeowners are now doing.
And that's the biggest issue with these HOA scammers. They're able to go around doing all this for so long because of laws or lack of laws to address these issues, along with the lack of enforcement. This is why you have issues like Gangsta Granny over at Peyton Place down in Atlanta, Georgia, that I've been covering for a while now. If you want to catch up on the Gangsta Granny Chronicles, the links to the previous videos are below. I have an update coming up soon, but there's no enforcement. And just like Peyton Place, the owners of Grayfield, they voted the old HOA president out, but she's refusing to leave and relinquish power. Instead, she's retaliating against anybody who voted against her and even being accused of trying to steal properties in the process if they don't pay these crazy fines. The most ridiculous one here was almost $138,000. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this mess below. Special thank you to Emmett. I appreciate you, Emmett, for all of your support for the channel. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balance analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.